Hey friends, I am actually filming this on Friday the 13th because I will be really busy on Sunday. I have a graduation to go to and I have a drive and all of that. So I wanted to go ahead and get this out there. Plus, I just had a little flash of insight, well, not insight, just a flash of knowing that I really haven't updated you guys on my Dream Life experiment progress so far, or progression of the process, I guess, really. So, really just wanted to jump on and say that things have been shifting. You know that if you've been watching my videos, you know that things have been changing for me. Things have been kind of falling away, and new opportunities have come my way. And then there's some things that I thought were going to be new opportunities that have not panned out. So it's been an interesting last month or so. It's been really interesting, lots of things coming and going, nothing really solid. And so that just tells me that there are things in work and that things are orbiting me, but the right things, the right opportunities, the right people, the right places, whatever, just haven't quite fallen into place yet or landed. So that's actually a really exciting place to be. I could look at it as a really scary place to be if I wanted to, but I choose not to look at it that way. I choose to flip it and kind of look at it as an opportunity, and as a positive thing. Yes, things are shifting, things are changing. I've lost some things. I've lost some opportunities, if you want to say lost them. But really, it's just things shifting into place. And so I am excited for that. I'm excited about that. That's a good thing. I want that to happen. I want the things that aren't mine to go away, and I want the things that are mine to come in. And in order for those new things to come in, I have to have space for them, right? And so to create that space, something's got to go, right? You can't keep everything forever and continue to have space for new things. It's kind of like in a house. If you just collect old stuff and furniture and, all the things over the years, and then before you know it, you don't have room for anything new because you've run out of space. It's the same thing in our lives. It's the same thing in our bodies. It's the same thing in our experiences. If we don't make space for the new, we don't have space for the new. So when things fall out of my life, or when people leave my life experience, or when job opportunities don't come through, or when jobs leave, or I leave jobs, or when a housing situation doesn't work out, or whatever it might be, a relationship ends, I look at those things as positive shifts, because I know that when something goes away, it just means that something better is coming. And I needed that space in order to receive that something better. And so I welcome that. I welcome those shifts. I welcome those endings. I welcome things going away, because it just means that there's space being created in my life so that I can receive what's even better for me. So that was kind of a tangent, but that's a little bit more of my philosophy on change and how things go. Death and resurrection, as a friend recently pointed out on my social media page, that is absolutely just a constant cycle that we're in, right? The death of certain things equals the resurrection, or the rebirth, or the renewal of other things. And so, I guess that goes into the Dream Life experiment and where I am with that. So when I started this whole thing, it was kind of a little bit of a, what do I want to say? It was a little bit of a far out there idea. Like it wasn't a well thought out plan. It was kind of an impulse. And it was kind of one of those things where I made a video of some weird random idea I had about buying a place in Italy in a year. And I don't know why I made that video. I just felt called to do so I did. I kind of do that a lot. If you know me, you know that I follow my intuition, I follow my instincts a lot. So if something seems important, I'm going to follow up on that. So anyway, so I made that video. No intentions of I had no idea of what I was going to do with it or what was going to come of it. The Dream Life Experiment thing really kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, it just kind of evolved. It just kind of happened, right? So here I am, like 2 months later or 3 months later. How long have I been doing this? I don't even know. I think that was at the end of January, wasn't it? So let's see, February, March, April, May. That's 4 months already. Wow, time flies. Okay, so I've been doing this for like 4 months now, making videos and posting them every week, and really not having like a plan, just holding myself accountable to making videos and posting them every week, as I've committed to you guys to do. And so in the middle of all of that, a lot of things have shifted and changed and evolved. And one of the major things that shifted has been that idea of buying a place in Italy in a year. It's not suddenly, over the last 4 months, apparently, it has become clear to me that that is not a priority in my life. It is exciting to think about, and it's something that I will potentially pursue at some point in the future, but that is not my whole purpose right now. My purpose right now is really making my life experience even better, as I've said many times, if you've been watching my videos. And then also, now it's come to my attention, I've known this for a long time, but it's just become even more clear, and it's come more to my attention that I really, really, really want a home. I want to buy a house, create a home, build my life in a stable and constructive way, in a place where I can get outside and put my hands in the dirt and grow things, and I can do my projects, like my building things, painting things, whatever it might be, where I can take the old things that I find, or the old pieces of furniture that come my way or whatever, and turn them into new. That's really where my interest, attention, focus is all pointed. It's all pointed at getting financially stable enough in order to buy a home for myself. So things have shifted with the Dream Life Experiment, but that's life, right? Like, things shift constantly if we are paying attention. And yeah, I don't really know how this is going to work out. I don't really know, right now, the way things stand, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. The financial situation is not rosy, it's been tough lately, and it's still tough because I'm in a period of transition with my business. I'll talk a little bit about that too and let you guys in on that. So my business has been, for the last 4 years, I've been a freelance writer, and I've owned a content marketing copywriting agency called Community, and we write for small businesses and nonprofits. That's what I've been doing for the last 4 years. And I have immensely enjoyed that process. It kind of was another one of those things that just came around. It just happened. Like, I was so busy as a freelance writer that I had to hire help, which then kind of accidentally created an agency situation where I was the owner and founder and CEO of an agency. And it's been wonderful, and it's been such a learning experience. Oh my gosh. It's been a massive learning experience. And part of that learning experience has been what I do and don't want to continue in the future. And so part of what I don't want to continue is feeding the beast that I've built, which is my business, right? And the reasons for that there's a myriad of reasons, right? But it's mostly it's about the fact that I don't love what I'm doing. Because the way that I built my business is essentially just letting the clients tell me what they need and then doing whatever it is, doing whatever they want, right? I have to pause this for a second. Just hang on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, I have essentially just been doing what the client needs because I can do, there's a call coming in. There's all kinds of distractions today. Apologies. Because I can do a lot of things. I'm a, multi-talented person who's had a multitude of positions in the past, from HR to recruiting to employee development and training to finance, international finance and contracts. I've done Fortune 500, I've done higher education. So I have a really broad skill set. And so I'm able to do a lot of things. Copywriting just kind of comes naturally to me. I've been a writer since I was like 6, when I used to make little books. And so really, I didn't know what to offer necessarily other than like copywriting services when I first started this business. And so that's essentially what I've been offering over the last 4 years, is just copywriting services. And for small business owners and nonprofits, that's a huge array of things, from writing web page copy to writing marketing brochures that are going to be printed and handed out, to writing blogs, to ebooks, like creating ebooks that are downloadable, doing like sales page copy, doing email copy, and doing course content. I've done online course content. I mean, it's just like I've done everything, I feel like, in the copywriting sphere. And while it has been an incredible learning experience, like I said, it's been wonderful. I've loved every minute of it. It's come to the point where it's either evolve my business and automate a little bit, or the business is going to go away because I don't enjoy what I'm doing. And so I end up procrastinating or, wanting to hire it out, which is great. But I find myself in a position where, and I don't know if you guys are entrepreneurs, let me know if this is you too, but I find myself in a position where I need my business to survive because, one, I don't have financial support. I don't have a partner. I don't have people who are like helping me pay the bills every month, right? That's all on me. And has been for almost my entire adult life. I very rarely had roommates or any of that kind of thing. So it's almost been entirely on me for my adult life. And so not having someone else to back me up, essentially not having a plan B, I have to have my business going. I have to have money coming in order to pay the bills. But I find myself not wanting to pursue new clients because I don't want to continue doing my business the way I've been doing it. And so it kind of leaves me in a, weird catch-22 where I don't have enough coming in, but I don't want to push my business and find new clients because I don't want to do the work the way I've been doing it. And yet, and I know that requires evolution, right? I know that requires change and shifting my business, but nothing has really come through as to like the clarity on how to do that, or what to do, or what to change, or what levers to pull, or what new things to try. And so I've been trying a few things, but nothing really seems to be any better or feel any better. And so I'm kind of at a weird place in my business where I don't really know what to do with it. I guess if I'm being honest, it's just I don't love what I'm doing, but I don't know how to change it. And so it's a cycle, right? And I'm in a place where I know the next thing is coming. I know the next thing is on its way, like I said at the beginning of this video, but I'm just not there yet. And that's a really challenging place to be for very long, right? And it's been a while that this has kind of been happening, where things have been falling out of my life and opportunities have been coming my way, and yet nothing really sticks. And so I guess it's just a season of life that I'm in, and maybe it's because I'm young and naive or whatever. I'm not that young though, so I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. It's kind of like just another cycle that I'm going through, and that I'm not real sure how to navigate any better than what I'm doing. But it feels like something's got to give, and like I need to do something different, and there's this internal pressure to do something different, like make that change and force things into being what I want them to be, and going after what I want and building the business that I want, and the hustle culture and all that crap. And I don't buy it. I don't buy that, I don't buy into the hustle culture. I don't think we have to do it that way. If you go back to older videos, I've said this before. I don't think entrepreneurship has to look like what we've seen. I believe there is a better way that's more aligned and intentional and slow, and with less pressure and with less force and push. I feel like that's the old way of doing things, and the new way is a more receptive, sitting back and just receiving, like letting things come to you, letting things flow. That's probably a better way of saying that, like letting things flow. And that's a much more soft approach. And that's the way I want to do it, because it feels better. It feels a lot better. And two, it just seems more open and expansive. It's not so like, it's not so contracted and forceful. And I feel like I'm rambling like crazy, but hopefully it's making sense to you guys. But really, I just wanted to kind of fill you in on the cycle that I'm in my life, and that my business is in transition. It's shifting. I am still serving the clients that I've already committed to. I'm fulfilling my obligations and holding up my ends of the commitments. But I'm not really expanding my business or trying to grow my business right now. I'm really hoping that like the next opportunity is just around the corner. That's kind of what I'm feeling is happening, that there's something coming. And I'm just trying to learn to be patient. Oh, there's that word again. But really, that's where I'm at. I'm in the process of learning patience, and this is the perfect opportunity. The universe has lined up the exact opportunity that I needed to truly encourage me to finally learn patience. And so I guess that's the whole thing, things shift, things change, things are shifting, things are changing for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you too. And like I said last week, I'm here to support you. We're in this together. We're all shifting and changing, so we're here for each other. And I will keep you guys posted on how things unfold for me. But the intention for me really now for the Dream Life Experiment, to kind of wrap this up and bring it full circle, is that I want to create a business that feels really good, or even find a job that feels really good and is supportive of moving my path forward. And that path has now evolved to really wanting that home for myself. So that's where I'm at. That's what's happening. That's, kind of what I'm up to. I've had some people ask what I'm up to, and that's essentially it. I'm up to learning patience and evolving and changing, and not that anything has to change or shift, but it just is. Things just are evolving, shifting, and changing, and so I'm just trying to flow with it, because that's really the way that I want to do things. So that's just where I am this week, and that's where yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So until next week, I love you guys. I'm with you. Take care.